She has a crush on the horses. It's a thing.
Meet Taj, Roman, and Zara. And meet their dad, club, radio, and Twitch streaming DJ Eyeque. We get to know his pack today on Industry Pets. Welcome to the show, DJ Eyeque from Reno, Nevada.
What's up, man?
Your pack has 3 dogs, and they consist of Weimaraners and a very special dog type. What is this other dog type?
Oh, Pusky. So it's a Pitbull-Husky mix. It's a thing.
I've never heard of that before until now, and it's a beautiful, beautiful dog. What is your Pusky's name?
Oh, her name is Taj, like Taj Mahal.
Awesome. How did you name her?
I'm pretty sure it was my daughter Paris that named her Taj.
Nice. And then the other 2 are Weimaraners, which are very cool, very high energy German hunting dogs, right?
Yeah, they're from a very royal breed.
Wow. And what are their names?
Oh, we got Roman and Zara, both Hebrew names.
Nice. And how did you come to name them?
Actually, my wife, she named them. You know, I don't name the animals, apparently. I don't run anything in this house except for my mouth.
So how long have you had your dogs?
See, they are now 11 years old. Wow. Time flies.
11?
Time flies.
All 3 of
11. them? No, actually, Taj, we got her, I'd say about 5 or 6 years ago. And she was a rescue. We did pick her up from, I believe it was the ASPCA or the SPCA.
Adding dogs to your family is a big deal. You had your kids before the dog, correct?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So how did your kids like growing up with a dog?
They enjoy them. They have fun with the dogs. You know, we learn from animals. That's the reality. You know, if anything, I feel like, you know, I don't think our household would be the same without them.
Awesome. So you'd say that they do a lot for family togetherness, huh?
Absolutely. They're definitely therapy. You know, people talk about, you know, my dog is a therapy dog. All dogs are therapy dogs. That's the truth.
You know, you guys have a more of a desert environment, so sometimes you even get special guests to come visit you in this environment with the wild animals, right?
Yeah. So I named him Malcolm. He's a wild horse. We made friends about, I want to say about 6 or 7 years ago. He came to the backyard, and back then it was just, I could look over and you could see the mountains, and there's lots of wild horses in Reno. These wild horses kind of wander around, and this one particular wild horse, who we'll call Malcolm, was real skittish at first, but we became friends. You know, we started like socializing, and you know, he's very, very, him and I, we just kind of clicked, and we go on walks. Sometimes if I'm having a bad day, it's almost like he always shows up. I even built a swinging gate so I can go in and out to go hang out with him.
Wow, that's awesome. Malcolm, the wild horse, is your
yeah, he's wild.
Your pet, but not your pet. He's just a neighbor,
but not a pet.
Right.
Yeah.
So do your dogs like the horse?
They are very, very much infatuated. My dog Zara, she has a crush on the horses. I believe Malcolm in particular, she has a huge crush on this horse. It's hilarious. It's so funny.
What are the dog's top 3 toys?
There's this one orange rope we have. We have orange rope, and then there is now there's 2 bones in the past. 2 big bones that we got from, like, you know, in Reno you can get like full bones from, you know, cattle, and we got those 1 year earlier in the earlier years, and they munched on that for at least 3 or 4 years, and there was like this little sliver of the bone, and they would hide this little sliver of a bone for like mad long. Like, it would be gone for a year, and they would dig it back up, and they just chew on it, and they trade this little piece of sliver of bone, and like it's like a piece of gum, and they kind of like, you know, fight over this little piece of bone. And then we got them another one, same thing. You know, they nibbled it all the way down to nothing, and now they have this, it's like this long. It, you know, resurfaces every once in a while. They'll dig it back up, and then they'll bring it in the house, and it becomes a thing. It's funny. It's hilarious. They do like to kind of chew on their bed, so they'll chew on their dog beds. It's funny. It's kind of cute though.
So you have to replace the beds sometimes?
Yeah, we go through a lot of beds. My wife, she tries to sew them and kind of keep them together, but you know, after a while they chew on them so much, there's only so much you can do. You know, the stitching starts coming out. Point of no return, you know.
So do they like dog parks, or do they just like going out back?
They like a lot of walks. And, you know, and they socialize pretty good. Taj is a little weird about socializing, but she's just a little jumpy, and it kind of freaks a lot of dogs out, so we have to watch her.
When you have larger dogs like that, is it scary to take them to a dog park?
I wouldn't really say it's scary. I'm pretty good at reading people and animals. I feel like it's one talent that I have is reading people and animals. And if I feel like it's a situation that they shouldn't be in, I don't even bother. It's better safe than sorry,
If your dogs could turn human for a day, which would each of them do?
They might go in the refrigerator and make a sandwich. Yeah, I think they would go. Yeah, I really think that they would go straight for the food. I can't think of anything other than that. Just go straight for the food. I mean, they already do that. It's a thing.
What advice do you have for anybody wanting to raise multiple dogs in the same household?
You got to have the time. That would be my advice. Have the time. And if you don't have the time, make the time. There's always a way to, bring your dogs, bring your dogs to as many places as possible. Be involved. It's really like having a kid. They have a short life and they do so much for us. The least you could do is make an effort to take that dog out and give it a good life, because their life is normally somewhere around a quarter of ours, sometimes less. You want to make sure that you can spend as much time as you can with multiple dogs. One piece of advice, a smart thing to do is make sure that they walk well together. And if they don't walk well together, if you have to walk them one at a time or maybe two, like sometimes we have to walk the twins, walk Roman and Zara together, and then walk Taj separately. If it's one person, that's what we do. But they need attention. They're people. They're little people.
Is there any advice that you would give for anybody that's wanting to bring in a dog into the household that may already have a child?
I would recommend, if you're going to do that, get the animal young. I don't think it's a good idea to bring an older dog into a child situation, because you don't know what their triggers are, and that could be traumatic. Bringing the dog into the situation and then having to get rid of it, they're better off being in the right home in the first place.
What does having dogs do for your mental health?
It does so much. We're very, 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 I'm blessed to be in the industry and to, play music and produce music and be a part of the radio scene. So coming home to them and just hanging out with my dogs, and they I would say one quirk, very important quirk about Taj. This is what makes this particular dog special. She's a Pitbull-Husky dog, and what she will do, she has a very strong sense of emotion. She understands when people are sick. She understands if you are having anxiety, and I mean, she knows it before you do. When you sit down and she can tell that you are ramped up about something, she will stop what she's doing. She will stare at you, and if it's really serious, like if your blood pressure levels go up, she's in your face. She knows. Like, that's the craziest thing about her. I'm so blessed to have her. Everybody in this house is so thankful to have her, because she does this for everybody. It's just something like unbelievable for her to be able to understand human emotion more than we do.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. This has been a great episode. Why don't you tell everybody where they can find you at?
I try to keep it simple. My name is DJ Eyeque. DJ Eyeque. You can reach me at DJ Eyeque Music on all platforms. So that's DJ EYEQUE Music.
You do live streams? Tell them a little bit about what you do.
Yes, I do live stream. I stream on Twitch. I stream on Kick. I'm on Wild 102.9 FM. Also, I'm on Q93.3 in Albuquerque. Wild 102 is in Reno. Both iHeartRadio stations, so you can find both stations on iHeartRadio.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate having you on the show.
Thank you for having me.